Hey everyone, it's Andrea from King of Automation, where we build systems that set you free. I just finished deploying a customer support agent for a high-end fashion boutique in LA. This thing handles over 500 conversations a month, connects directly to their Shopify for real-time order tracking and product recommendations, and it's saving them about $17,000 a year while giving them 24/7 coverage. The best part? It escalates only when it needs to, which means their team focuses on the conversations that actually need a human touch. Now come take a look at it with me. Our backend is in N8N self-hosted, which means zero recurring costs. As you can see, it's triggered from a webhook connected to their website through UChat. Pretty straightforward setup. The brain of the system is this AI agent. It's running GPT-4o Mini through OpenRouter, which gives us two major advantages. First, 40 Mini is about 60% cheaper than GPT-4, but still maintains around 90% of the accuracy for well-defined tasks like this. We're talking about less than $20 a month in API costs for 500 conversations. Second, OpenRouter is an aggregator, so we can switch between different AI providers, OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, whenever we need to. That means if there's downtime or if a better model drops, we just flip a switch. And speaking of reliability, there's a fallback model here. If the primary one goes down, the system automatically switches. No dropped conversations. Now this is where it gets interesting. The past chat's memory stores the last 1,000 interactions. That's what makes this feel human instead of robotic. It remembers context across the entire conversation, so customers aren't repeating themselves or getting those generic FAQ responses that nobody likes. The agent is connected to Shopify through two API endpoints. The first one, Get Product, handles recommendations. Someone asks for trousers under $400 from a specific brand. The agent queries Shopify and gives intelligent suggestions based on what's actually in stock. The second one, Order Details, solves the where's my order problem. That's usually 40 to 50% of support volume for e-commerce. Instead of a human checking Shopify manually, the agent pulls tracking info and delivery status in real time. About 90% of these queries get resolved without any human involvement. This normalizer node is just cleaning up the output, making sure responses go back in plain text like a human would write. Nothing fancy, but it matters for the user experience. Here's the smart routing. If the conversation gets complex, maybe someone wants to schedule a showroom appointment, or there's an issue the AI can't handle, it creates a Zendesk ticket and alerts the team. The keyword is selective. We're only escalating what actually needs human judgment. They also have an identical system running for email support. Same AI logic, same Shopify integration, same memory. The only difference is the trigger comes from their Microsoft Outlook inbox instead of a webhook, and the output sends an email reply instead of a chat message. It even maintains conversation threads so customers get context in every response. And if anything breaks, there's an error handler that notifies our team immediately so we can jump in and fix it. When you're relying on third-party APIs and AI models that update constantly, you need monitoring built in from day one. So why does this approach work so well? Three reasons. One, it's always on. Weekends, holidays, 3 a.m., doesn't matter. The agent responds instantly. Manual support would need premium pay for after-hours coverage. This costs the same whether it's Tuesday morning or Saturday night. Two, it scales without adding headcount. 500 conversations this month, 2,000 next month. The system handles it. Manual support would mean hiring another person or burning out your current team. Three, it stays current. Their policies change, they add new products, update return windows, whatever. You just edit the prompt in plain text, and the agent adapts. No retraining, no complicated workflow changes. The result? They went from spending about 67 hours a month on routine support questions to about 7 hours handling only the complex stuff. That's a 10 times multiplier on their team's capacity, and the cost went from $1,500 a month to around $100. Let me show you the math. Here's what the human-based approach looks like. 500 conversations a month, 8 minutes each to handle manually. That's 67 hours of work. At $22.50 an hour for part-time support in LA, you're looking at $1,500 a month, or $18,000 a year. The automated approach? N8N is free because it's self-hosted. UChat is $15 a month, about $20 in API costs, plus the 7 hours of human time for escalations. Total comes out to roughly $100 a month. That's $1,400 in monthly savings, or about $17,000 a year. And that's conservative. It doesn't account for the premium you'd pay for weekend or after-hours coverage, which would push the manual cost even higher. But the bigger value isn't just cost, it's capacity. Their team isn't drowning in where's my order questions anymore. They're focusing on the high-value conversations, the ones where a human actually adds something. That frees them up to think about growth instead of just keeping up with support volume. Now here's where this gets really interesting. What I just showed you is the foundation, but this system can do way more. Right now, the agent handles support reactively, but we can add upsell intelligence. Customers looking at trousers, the agent suggests matching pieces from inventory based on what's actually in stock and their budget. Even a 5% conversion rate on that adds $1,000 to $2,000 a month in revenue. That's 10 to 20 times the cost of running the whole system. Then there's multi-channel expansion. Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, SMS, fashion brands get 200 to 300 DMs a month on Instagram alone. Most of them are support questions. Same logic, different front end. UChat already supports all these channels, so you're talking about an hour of setup per channel to absorb another 30 to 40 hours of manual work. And if you want visibility, we can build an analytics layer. Track which products generate the most questions, which conversations escalate and why, response times by channel. All feeding into a dashboard, so you can see exactly where the friction is in your customer experience. The core system handles today's volume. These upgrades prepare you for 10 times growth without 10 times costs. So if you're running an online business and your team is overwhelmed by support requests during peak times, you're likely missing revenue opportunities because no one's online on weekends, or customers are bouncing because response times are too slow. This is the solution that will turn the tables for you. Shoot me a DM or drop a comment. I'll walk you through how we build this for your specific situation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.